there may be no greater tribute to a society's ingenuity and vision than Egypt's Great Pyramid of Giza. Originally standing 481 feet tall, the Great Pyramid towers over monuments like the Statue of Liberty and Big Ben. Of course, the pyramids are only part of ancient Egypt's legacy. Over the thousands of years, ancient Egyptians also thrived as inventors, and as you'll see in this list of amazing Egyptian inventions, their creations changed everything, from fashion to agriculture, so drastically that we still see their influence today. Toothpaste. The Egyptians had a lot of trouble with their teeth, in large part because their bread had grit and sand in it, which wore out their enamel. While they didn't have dentistry, they did make some effort to keep their teeth clean. Therefore, contributed to innovation to dental hygiene, in the form of toothpaste. The composition of toothpaste was recorded in ancient Egyptian scripts. Early ingredients included the powder of ox hooves, ashes, burnt eggshells and pumice, which probably made for a less than refreshing morning tooth care ritual. Breath mints. Bad breath in ancient Egypt often was a symptom of poor dental health. Unlike us, the Egyptians didn't gorge on sugary soft drinks and foods that contribute to tooth decay, but the stones they used to grind flour for bread contributed a lot of sand and grit to their diet, which wore down tooth enamel to expose the pulp of the tooth, making it vulnerable to infection. The Egyptians had specialists for many medical problems, but unfortunately, they didn't have dentists or oral surgeons to fix their deteriorating teeth and gums. Instead, they simply suffered, and scientists who've examined mummies have found severely worn teeth and evidence of abscesses, even in youthful Egyptians. To cope with the unpleasant odors from their rotting mouths, Egyptians invented the first mints, which were a combination of frankincense, myrrh, and cinnamon boiled with honey and shaped into pellets.
Well done.
Eye makeup. The Egyptians believed that eye makeup will help people become a longevity. Since they first invented eye makeup as far back as 4000 BC, it's never gone out of style. Even more impressive, some cosmetically minded cultures still create makeup using the same techniques pioneered by the Egyptians thousands of years ago. They combine soot with a mineral called galena to create kohl, a black ointment that is still popular today. They also make their eyes green by combining a mineral malachite with galena. For ancient Egyptians, it was not just women who needed makeup. In their society, the appearance represents the social status. So the higher the social status, the more elaborate the makeup. Fashion was only part of the reason for the Egyptians' notoriously heavy hand when applying eyeliner. They also believed that applying a thick coating of the stuff could cure various eye diseases, and even keep them from falling victim to the evil eye. Papyrus sheets. No one denies that the Chinese changed the world with the invention of paper around 140 BC, but what many people don't know is that the Egyptians had developed an admirable substitute thousands of years earlier, from the papyrus plant. Papyrus paper is brown, hard, but bendable, and extremely durable, made from the core of a papyrus plant, about 2-3 meters high that grows on the banks of the Nile. Its tough, fibrous interior proved ideal for making durable sheets of writing material, along with sails, sandals, mats and other necessities of ancient Egyptian life. After the sheets were made, they were often combined into scrolls, which were then filled with everything from religious texts to literature and even music. Ancient Egyptians kept the time-consuming process of manufacturing papyrus a closely guarded secret, allowing them to trade papyrus sheets throughout the region. Written language. The Egyptian writing system is hieroglyphic system, first appearing in 6000 BC. Pictographs are simple descriptions of the words they represent, but there are certain limitations. Over time, the Egyptians added a number of other factors to their writing system, including letters like the alphabet representing certain sounds and other characters, allowing them to write down their names and abstract concepts. Today, everyone knows Egyptians for the creation of hieroglyphics, which contained a mixture of alphabetic, syllabic symbols, as well as ideograms. Pictures that stood for whole words, found widely in Egyptian tombs and many other places. The writing tells tales of war, politics and culture that give us a great understanding of ancient Egyptian society.
Yeah.